Hey VC, how's it going? Right, okay, very quick video. I've been playing this song a lot recently. This is I Can't Stand Up for Falling Down by Elvis Costello and the Attractions. Now, this is actually a cover version of an old Sam and Dave tune that they recorded in the late 60s. And it sort of got me thinking about other sort of new wave or synth pop versions of classic soul tunes. Now, this song in particular is a big record for me because I've got an older sister. She's 9 years older than me, and this was actually the first single that she ever bought. And I suppose it's almost like my first record as well, because I remember her bringing this home and playing it a lot in the house. And yeah, I absolutely love this record. It was years before I realised it was a Sam and Dave tune. I was probably in my 20s when I discovered that. It's one of those sort of mind-blowing moments, you know. But there's a brilliant performance by Elvis Costello and the Attractions doing this song on Top of the Pops from the late 70s. And Elvis is attached to a wire, so he keeps being lifted up and down whilst he's singing and playing the guitar. He's got jelly legs, so he's unable to stand up, you know, the whole deal. But it's quite a literal take on the title of the song, but a brilliant record. And yeah, I'll do a quick needle drop on that. Right, so next up, this is Japan and their cover of Smokey's A Second Out of Motion. Now, obviously written by Smokey Robinson, recorded by the Miracles, but also by the Supremes as well. I'm not sure who had the biggest hit with it actually, but a brilliantly written song, just a perfect piece of Motown. But I just find it interesting that a band like Japan, and I've always loved this band, I'm a big fan of David Sylvian's voice and also Mick Kahn's bass playing as well, which is a major part of their sound, but quite a forward-thinking band. I find it interesting that they were looking back to the 60s and covering a classic soul tune such as this. I've always liked this version. It's not as good as Smokey's, of course. It's not as good as Supremes, but still a brilliant version.
And the taste of honey is worse than none at all. Oh, little girl, that is how no one apart. I do believe that would only break my heart. So, you know that I love you, me. If you got that notion, I think I'm that emotion. So, if you feel like giving me a lifetime of devotion, I think I'm that emotion.
Right, so next up, Soft Cell and their version of What? Now, Soft Cell obviously had that massive worldwide hit with Tainted Love. And if you know the 12-inch version, Tainted Love segues into their version of Where Did Our Love Go, the old Supremes tune, which is a brilliant 12-inch. But they covered another Northern Soul tune a year or so later. Now, I think this is a non-album track. I think it's just a one-off single. But yeah, it's their version of What, which was done by Judy Street. Again, an old Northern Soul tune. Brilliant song as well. This in the UK came out on Grapevine, which is quite collectible in the UK now, that label. But I think still my favourite version is Soft Cells. I'm a big fan of Mark Ullman's vocals. His vocal really suits this song, so I'll perhaps do a needle drop on that.
Do you want me to get down on my knees, beg you, baby, please, cry a million tears? Do you want me to call you on the phone, beg you to come home, think of all the years when I once lived in paradise?
to follow you around everywhere in town. Do you want a clown? Why do you treat me mean and cruel, breaking every rule? Can I be your fool? We can make this our happy home, so come back where you belong. Oh baby, what can I do when I still love you? What can I say when I still want you? What can I do? What can I say? You'll never know this way.
Right, and then next up, this is my rather dog-eared copy of the Associates, their single 18 Karat Love Affair, but the B-side has a great version of Diana Ross's Love Hangover, which I think came out in about 1977. It's a big disco tune, again a great 12-inch, and I think that Billy Mackenzie's vocals, well, and anything that recorded, are incredible. It was a brilliant vocalist, such a unique vocal style, a real one-off, but I love his take on this song. So yeah, again, I'll play a clip of that. And finally, obviously this is the Fall and their A-sides collection, so it's a best of basically, but they covered There's a Ghost in My House, the old Ardeen Taylor tune. Now, anybody looking for records in the UK, I think when I'm going car boots and record shops looking for old Motown singles, I'd say There's a Ghost in My House is probably the single that I see around most. Obviously, it's a massive hit in the UK. God knows how many copies they pressed, but it seems to be everywhere. But I do love the Falls version of it. My wife can't stand Mark E. Smith's vocals. She describes him as sounding like a man shouting at cars, which is probably a good description. But I've always had a soft spot for their cover of that tune. So there you go. There's 5 tunes. Cheers.